I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I could taste it, want it away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must beware. Got 'em like hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared?
Okay, so bunkered TC, you already know how that goes. Disconnectable. And going in here, you have these nice patrical peaks, which basically sees through the funnel. Let's say, for example, these get destroyed. You have a view of people trying to push in or crouching down behind the furnace. Or if the furnace gets destroyed itself, you basically have pre-shooting with everybody trying to rush in there through that funnel. So yeah, good luck with that. Okay, so first layer of the compound is another mini funnel, which is covered by a turret right there. And this is the main funnel. Inside are drop boxes that you can industrialize. And also they're covered by turrets that are spread all around, basically in 3 areas. Also shotgun traps right here. And you have that turret right there covering this side, and you have that turret right there covering this side. Also, you have these little farm thingies that you can use as well, and some spawn points over here. These has patrical peaks with tight angles into people trying to go on that side, and it basically works. Oops, hold on, it's right here. Sorry. Patrical peaks that look into this side as well, and behind that locker is your battery, which you can see in the build video later on. And going into your starter. So yeah, going in here, you have these 3 loot rooms. You can fix them the way you want to go ahead and fix them. That's completely up to you. You got your tier 2 here and your TC. This is your upkeep. You can fit up to 9 bags in here, man. But I only put 6 because I think it's going to be a little too tight for more than that. And then going up, we are going to go to the mini open core. And here it is, basically tier 3. And there's some boxes here. You can remove this glass window and you should be able to loot these boxes right here. And then it's covered by turrets above right there, as you can see. And this is your grenade delivery system, which basically if people are in your core, they're dead. Yeah, you've seen these in other videos. I just implemented them since I have extra space there and didn't really want to put like furnaces. And going up to the next floor will basically take us into the guardian area is what I call it, because you can peek into the open core here, and you have some nice peeks outside as well through here. And this is your roof. This is your roof peak right here. And going in here, you can basically have this, which gives you a full view of the base. I think I saw this in the Gorillac video. And you also have view with your TC, and you can shoot people trying to grief it as well. And going up onto the roof right here, you're greeted by the same roof that I use in the Minotaur actually. So mountain roof and the Spinky peaks, the double door cross Spinky dust peaks that they had on. I really like these because they just give you really good view. So yeah, as you can see right there, it's really nice. And you can land 2 minis here if you want as well. And the last feature would be, well, tack tower. Whenever I play 5 people up, I always like to use these. Dust did say that they look ugly, and I agree, but they are very useful. So I like to put them here as well, just so I can have an alternate place for me to spawn with a higher vantage point. You can also shoot through these tiny gaps, by the way, just so you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep you any longer, man. If you like the base, you know what? Go ahead and build it. Let's go to the tutorial. Hey boys, so let's begin with the starter base. So 4 triangles and then squares all around. We'll put frames on the right side squares like so, and then after that we'll go ahead and wall it in. All right, so once you wall that in, one of the compartments will be for RTC and the other 2 will be loot rooms. But like I've said, you can always do what you want with him. I'm not actually gonna be like doing a specific type of loot room. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you different types. So let's upgrade that to stone or adobe in this case, and then we'll put the doors in. So once you put these doors in, you should be able to close and you would have an airlock. So yeah, you'll need 6 doors to start with and you should be fine. And after that, we'll go ahead and create your loot rooms. And lastly, after this, we'll go ahead and make the TC room right here. So just like how you do it in a 2x2 or 2x1, you just go ahead and build the triangles outside, and then we'll put your TC down. You can do this in the order that you like, alright? You don't necessarily have to follow how I do it in the video. It's still gonna be up to you and how you want to do it and what your style is gonna be. So yeah, just putting down these loot rooms right here. And after so, we will go ahead and put our deployables. So yeah, you can put your tier 2 here, wherever it is you're comfortable, and then you can door that in. You can put down your research table, whatever it is you like. I'm gonna put down a barbecue because, you know, food. If you're gonna live in the desert, there's gonna be a lot of animals. And you can also put your electric furnaces early if you like. Just put like solar panels. You know how to set this up, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail on like how to set up these electricals. You can put your repair table here, 2 boxes below for additional storage, but you got to be careful with the storages with the 1 door, okay? So yeah, and then let's just do the deployables. I'm just gonna speed through this because this is not something a lot of people, including myself, enjoy watching. When I'm watching build videos, they're not really that great to watch, so I just fast forward to these, and I'm gonna go ahead and help you out with that, doing it myself. Alright, so that's done. We're just gonna put the doors down, and for now, after we put these doors down, this is gonna be your starter. And then we can put your sleeping bags here, whichever makes you comfortable placing them. It's up to you. There's a lot of space to put bags here. You can actually fit 9 to 10 if you really wanted to, but like for this base, it's gonna be a little bit cramped if you're gonna put that much, so I suggest just 6. So that's your starter right there. All right, so moving on, we're gonna go ahead and create your airlock and your jump up to the next floor. Let me just turn on symmetry here, and then let's go ahead and put the jump up over here. You can make your own jump up if you want to have like a ton of furnaces. You can do that as well. As you can see, I'm upgrading here, and then we'll put the ceiling on top, and then right here you can put your single door, and that would create another airlock, so you're now 3 doors and stone walls to get into the base. And then we'll put the roof access over here, which basically if they go through this, it's still going to be the same door count. So yeah, so this is what you have right now. Okay, all right, so before we put the honeycomb, we're going to upgrade this to metal just so it's easier for us later on, but you can do this whenever you have the materials to do so. I'm just doing it now since it is build server, you know, I always say that. So just go ahead and do at your own pace, like I always say in these videos. So yeah, just upgrading those. And then down here, we're just gonna upgrade that. We can leave the middle one stone if you like, but make sure that these walls, since they lead to loot rooms, are gonna be metal. In the entire video, I'm not even gonna HQM these, but it's still up to you if you want to do that. All right, that is still a thing. If you want to go ahead and upgrade this to HQM and you have the materials, you can. So yeah, but normally the first floor, since we're gonna have an open core, I normally just leave them metal since they're gonna be honeycomb. Actually, we're gonna put the honeycomb right now, so make sure that you upgrade the middle walls to metal, since you won't be able to get there earlier. Oops, sorry, hold on, there you go. Alright, so this you can start with stone for now, but later on you can also upgrade that as well. Completely up to you. So for now, I'm just gonna make it stone just to show how progression should be. But yeah, this is pretty much your starter right here. And then let's go ahead and create your funnel wall. So we'll start by having this build out directly connected to the base. All right, and then we're gonna put frames here. Later on, that's gonna be for our turret pod. And yeah, let me just go ahead and finish this out, and then after so we're gonna go and make the build out for the actual funnel. Okay, so you know, just a breach peak right here, and then at the same time this is going to be a turret pod as well, which would basically cover the entire surface area of where your furnaces are going to be, and you'll see it later. The coverage is actually pretty nasty, especially with the chain links. Oh, they're really hard to destroy. If you could upgrade that to metal as well, that's up to you, but I'm just gonna go in and build this into stone for the video sake, practicality and all that. So yeah, you're gonna have a build out that's kind of strange looking like this to start with, but don't worry, we're starting with the whole compound first so you can get your smelting going and be more secure. So your build out for your funnel wall is 4 squares out, but you have to build the square triangle first and then 4 squares out. All right, and then you go back with half moons, and when you get to this end, it's just 2 squares here, triangle, and then 2 more squares, which would create that long pathway. All right, so remember that the middle one, you need to make it metal, since we're going to be putting batteries there. You can also put your battery somewhere else if you like, but for me, just putting the battery on the opposite side basically helps a lot when you're being raided. So yeah, if they destroy the battery that's facing them, the battery that's going to be at the other end will be safe, unless they really pummel you with a lot of rockets. So yeah, like I said, that's going to be metal because that's where our battery is going to be. So just go ahead and close this out, and then this is going to be your gatehouse. So yeah, this one is going to be for your petricles right here. So let's build that out. Okay, and you've probably seen like the majority of how this entrance is going to look like, but yeah, so this is how I do it. Just put that down there, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade and put more windows and then roof it up. So your turrets are not going to be placed in your gatehouses, okay? Your turrets are going to be placed in that breach peak that we made. And then let's go ahead and create your TC. So upgrade that to metal, and then we're going to start with your freehand bunker TC. All right, so make sure that you basically get this to metal, but advice that I would give is if you have HQM it, because I mean, like if you metal it and then you have, let's say, a single door, a garage door, and a window, it's still basically the same amount of rockets almost. So yeah, so this is how I normally do it. If you are having trouble trying to do this, I think Crow made a video tutorial on how to do this properly, and that's where I'm basing the method that I'm using on. So yeah, I saw it, and basically I watched his videos and saw how to do this. So if you want a more detailed explanation on how to do that, you can go ahead and watch this video. And also this is here where you put your TC down, and I like to put a vending machine here, but if you want to go ahead and put barrels, it's completely up to you, more storage, but I want to put a barrel right here because it just makes it easier for me to jump out when I'm inside here. All right, okay, so make sure that when you put this frame, is connected to the TC and not the offset wall. Okay, so there you go, or else it basically just closes your bunker, boys. You already know how that works. All right, so you can connect that, and you can disconnect this by building out a few squares and then putting a roof down. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there and make it to wood, so as we can just have a marker for it. Then we're gonna put the embrasures for your petricos, and then window this out. Oops, there we go. All right, so there we go, 2 doors there. Hold on, boom. All right, so that's basically how your compound's gonna look like, but let's wall out your funnel wall first, so we're a little bit more secure, so we can have a guide to when we make like the furnace funnel. So okay, so that's gonna be frames, and we're gonna be putting chain links on them because that's gonna protect your turret, so it's gonna be hard for people to literally angle to HV it. So yeah, after that we're gonna go ahead and put this down. This is something that Dust actually showed me on his stream when I was asking him to check out some of my bases. So I'm getting used to like incorporating them at the same time. I'm gonna put this frame for that spinky peak that Dust also uses. So yeah, guys, like literally I get a lot of this stuff that I do from a lot of other builders, because for me, like being able to incorporate what you see into your own style just is how building is supposed to be. You know, sometimes you come up with original stuff, but also it doesn't hurt to like use what works. That's why in every game there's a meta, because they work. You know, if everybody's doing it, you might as well do it, but do it your way. Okay, so we're gonna put the funnel for the first compound, and we're gonna put that furnace there, which will basically act as another wall. That's a 5 rocket raid, by the way, in case you didn't know. And then we're gonna go ahead and roof it up, or sorry, wall it out. Not roof it up. All right, so this should be enough for 2 walls on each furnace, and this is basically going to be one of those very few things that they're going to break, but this is one of those parts of your base where it's going to be really easy to defend from if they funnel through there, because of the fact that it's covered by the turrets, and you can see it through those petricos as well. So this is what you're going to have for your compound, and all you need to do now is just put barricades on here like so. You probably know how to do this already, so I'm just going to show you how I do it. But yeah, just put them down like so, just so we can have no gaps in there, and people can't just ladder up. And this is the gatehouse. We're gonna go ahead and put embrasures here as well. Sorry, I mean barricades. And I normally do it like this, but you can also put like 3 if that makes it easier for you and you have the materials for it anyway and the components. But yeah, you can only use 2 and it's fine if you can only do that. So like so, you already have a secure compound. All right, minus the turrets, but we will get to that. So your battery goes here. This is gonna be the next thing I normally do after I get to the stage, so as I can get the turrets running as soon as possible, and keep guys like Tokyo away from my base. So yeah, upgrade that, and we're gonna make the compartments and the funnel wall for your shotgun traps. And this is the one that I always use. I love it. It's just effective. That's why I always use it still. So we're gonna do it on this side as well, and then we're gonna make your spawn bedrooms as well, and an extra drop box area. Well, basically there's gonna be like 6 drop box areas, and if you have a dedicated electrician like my team does, it's just easier for you to put loot in and it auto sorts it. So if you don't want to use it as a loot room, you can use it as another bedroom, completely up to you. But yeah, you'll see me put shelves down here and like make drop box loot room. So this is what we have now. Let me just go ahead and put the frames for our windmill. So we have our batteries, we have our battery compartment. Now you just need to make your tack towers. So they're called tack towers because they're tacular towers, which tacular used before. So I don't know if they still use this. I haven't seen some of Tack's bases because I think they switched builder. I actually saw in the video he's like raiding his old builder, so I don't know. But yeah, every time I go to his base, I die. So I tried raiding Tack a few times. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish the towers here. Also keep in mind that you can actually put beds on top of ramps if you make them metal, okay? But if you want to change how this looks, you can make it taller, but keep in mind that if you make it taller, the front peak, the Evil Worst peak with the door that you see me do, it's not gonna have enough stability with just the these 4 frames holding it up. All right, so just keep that in mind if you just want to make that into a window. But for me, I like having that downwards peak because it actually is a pain for people to deal with if they're trying to rocket and you can see where they are and you can shoot them while they're shooting rockets or reloading or whatever. So yeah, also you'll see me later on during this tower build where I made the roofs into brick. I suggest to avoid doing so because making it brick limits the ability to look down. So it limits the visibility that you can do. Okay, so later on you'll see me fix this and turn it into Adobe. Alright, so you can design whichever embrasure is comfortable for you. For me, I just like to do it this way, so we're gonna do that. And once this is done, you're basically gonna have a secure compound already, because you're gonna have barricades, you're gonna have your windmills. Oh, by the way, make sure to put these windmills at the very end of this tower, all right, so you can fit two, because if you make a mistake and they're a little closer, it won't let you place the other one. To completely secure this, we're gonna go ahead and put your turrets down. So the first turret that I normally would put is on here, and then the one at the back. So you're gonna have basically at least 9 or 6 of your turrets placed. While I'm building out, I like to put turrets on top of the first floor of the base, so as it's protected. But yeah, and then I like to put drop boxes here as well, just because I can. So yeah, if you can see, the coverage of those turrets really good, and they can see on both sides that covers that entire compact compound. Okay, barricades. Make sure to put these barricades flush to the back as well, so it's easier for you to place the next few ones. Okay, so just follow what I do here, so you don't encounter any problems, because that's 4 satchels to break, guys, and you can't really like jackhammer this. It's a pain for you to do so. And right now, once you place those, you're pretty much secure. Just have to put some finishing touches on here. Temporarily I put these doors down, but later on I'm gonna switch them to the bedroom. But this just helps you lock that funnel into your entrance, because they basically, like, if they're open, they cover the tiny passageway that you have in this funnel. Then I just put like 1 shotgun trap for now on each of them. But you have to remember, I'm on symmetry, alright? So what I'm doing is basically happening on the other 2 sides. So it's 3 sides total. Okay, so your open core, you just basically do it this way. And this wall, you can now reverse and upgrade. Sorry, or upgrade in reverse. Because now you're going to be protecting the funnel wall and not the jump up. Alright? So here, let's go ahead and make a triangle. Oops, sorry. And then do that. And then we can put this triangle here, and we can delete this one. Okay, so you can put your loot room like so. But again, if you want to go ahead and make this your own, you can. So let's go ahead and do that. These ramps are basically going to be your peak from the bedrooms above into your open core. Okay, and then put your boxes like so. Let me go ahead and take that here. So right here you can put 2 boxes, and on the triangle you can put 2 more. Just a little advice, I may have placed this a little farther than I should, so you have to place it a little bit closer to the window, okay, just so you don't encounter problems where you won't be able to reach it. And then you put this triangle floor, which basically does not allow people to like go through there. And then you can put a barrel there, and yeah, basically put this ladder hatch down over on this side. And that later on, if you take a look in the video from the intro, you'll see that it's used to deliver grenades to your starter. So yeah, we put a roof here, and then we're gonna go ahead and put another loot room here on top. We're gonna make this a little bit unlootable later on, so you'll need to be able to store stuff on there that you need to loot by building twig up or by automating it, so it just becomes storage and you can just retrieve it anytime you need it. So I suggest putting stuff in the top boxes that you don't really use. So yeah, okay, so this is gonna be your open core, and we're gonna create the jump up going up to the next level. So here it's just gonna be a straight shoot, and I know a lot of people don't like to use like the ladder hatches, but as long as for me you don't put like 2 of them on top of each other, it should be fine. Doesn't really hinder your movement a lot if you get used to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna use that here. At the same time, that will carry the turret that will look down into the open core as well. So yeah, and then you go ahead and roll this out. Make sure to put the floors down. And here we might just go ahead and put like honeycomb on this one. So just do this. Make sure to upgrade all of it. And yeah. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and finish out the honeycombing, and at the same time we're going to be upgrading some walls below, and then continue with the honeycombing at the lower floor as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get that done. Yeah, over here we're going to need to upgrade that, and then upgrade these walls as well. Sorry, there we go. Alright, there. Okay, and then after that, this is basically just gonna be honeycomb, just so we can have a little bit of extra protection. It may not cover like a majority of it, but at least like if people blow on the side, we would have some protection. Same goes with that jump up. At least you would have like a 50-50 chance on which side with those jump up they're gonna blow, right? So we're gonna put this peak right here as well. Hold on, sorry, it has to be this way. All right, so this is the one that I actually saw I think in a Gorilla video, and it looked kind of fun, so I tried it. This entire thing, basically, like, I had to redo the shooting floor a few times. I even went into Swifty. I don't know if you're familiar with Swifty. He's a pretty good builder. I actually like literally use some of his bases when I'm playing wipes in the past. Yeah, I literally just asked advice for him on stuff that I need to change. There were some stuff that I did, and then some stuff that I just basically said, okay, you know what, let's just do it this way. Because you have to remember, the way you play needs to fit like the bases that you build. Like if, for example, if somebody else was playing in an Alone in Tokyo base and they don't literally like defend bases the way he does, it won't work out as good as it does for him. So yeah, your playstyle works with how you build. So for me, doing it this way, for example, oops, sorry, hold on. Doing it this way, I like to defend playing compound most of the time. So that's why I build a lot of funnel bases. So yeah, I don't necessarily like defend on my roof a lot. I like to go down. I like to fight people in the compound and then seal, because that's just how my mindset is. I seal, I win. So you know. All right, let's upgrade these foundations since they're gonna carry part of that peak, like the cross peak that Spinky and Dust made, which are really good. They give you really good angles. They're a pain in the ass to repair once they get broken, though, but make sure to just upgrade them to metal and HQM in case you're taking heli, because like if they're stone, they get broken, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to to fix after that. So yeah, I just spent a little bit of HQM for it. Doesn't really matter. Then we're gonna build your mountain roof here. So if you notice, the roof is very similar to the Minotaur V2, since they're basically like the same main base footprint. So yeah. Going here, let's just put some embrasures on this, just so to secure it. Actually, you know what? Let's put the horizontal ones. There we go. All right. So right now, just putting like the doors and stuff like that, so we can get the roof secure. Because like, what's the point if you have like an open roof and then you have basically your bedroom and then your open core? So you know, you have to at least secure your compound and your roof. So we'll prioritize that, but we're almost done. We basically just need to go ahead and put all the other deployables that we need to. So additional shotgun trap here, embrasures here, basically, and then we'll put your spawn point in the funnel wall. It's always nice to have spawn points in the funnel wall, because most of the time it's going to be the most secure, since it's protected by turrets and shotgun traps. So yeah, and most raiders, when raiding a base like this, they would normally like pummel you higher. I mean, I saw some Japanese guys literally just pummel the funnel wall. I don't know why, But a lot of other people would like funnel you higher, so it's a lot safer for me, I think. Also, just putting deployables on the drop boxes, and we're actually you can keep this door just so you can have like a lock on there. But for my case, I just remove it because I want them to go in there, you know, like and these boxes normally I use them for industrial electricity, like have automatic like stuff bring to the upstairs loot rather than being stuck on here. Speaking of stuck, hold on. Yep. Here we go. All right. So normally no loot stays here anyway, but I like to use transparent garage doors where you can see from the inside that it's a loot box, because none of the stuff stays on there. But people see boxes, they will waste boom to go ahead and check it out. So, you know, you get to waste a lot more boom than you need to. So I like to use these garage doors so people can see behind them, so we can waste more of their boom as possible. So yeah. And yeah, so far so good. Let me see. All right, we just need some garage doors all over, just to finish out everything else. And this one will make it a little bit harder to loot. You're gonna tell me how you're gonna loot that. Well, that's where the triangle floors come in. You just put twig triangle floors and you can loot it. Like I've said, don't put your loot that you always use on those boxes. And then there's your turret that's looking down into open core. I had to adjust this as well because when I was talking to Swifty, he's like, I don't even know what this is for. Is it to guard the bedrooms? Is it to... I'm like, yeah, he makes sense. So I changed the position and just basically did it that way. Make it a little higher so you can see to the open core. Thank you, Swifty. I appreciate you. And then this is going to be your chute right here. And that's going to be on all three sides. Let's go ahead and put spamming garage doors, just finishing them off. This sounds weird. Anyway, here we go. So putting that down, and then we'll put the door here as well. Oh yeah, basically this is just going to be your bedroom right here. So you can just full wall this or put a window. I just like to put a window so I can at least see in there. And at the same time, if people breach in, I can remove a window and that turret will basically shoot in here. So this is gonna fit like six beds on this floor and some boxes as well. So while I put those deployables, just go ahead and enjoy watching them, man. Just you can do whatever you want with this. Like I always say that like building is like when you take concepts from other people and use it for your own. That's what makes building kind of fun, man, and like experimenting how it would go, how far you can get with it, and what will happen if you get raided on it. So yeah, like whenever you win a raid in the base of your own design, it just feels so much better, so much better than living in a 4x4 or a 2x2 or a 2016 base. It just feels a lot better winning in something that you know you won because of the base. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave you with that while I put deployables. I'll be back in a bit at the ending. Hopefully you like what you see without my voice on it. Hi guys, so if you reach again this part of the video, just like I always say at the end of my videos, if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe. It really helped me out. Click like as well, leave a comment, tell me what your thoughts about the basis, what you think should be changed, what you think is really good at it. If you want to go ahead and have suggestions on how to improve it, put it in the comments. Really, I don't mind interacting with people. If you check every video that I have, I like replying to every negative or positive comment, whatever, and even like my friends just trolling the comments, I still reply to it. So yeah, until next time, man. Nito out.